Hello and welcome back to Scatterbrook Farm Garden Designs. Okay, in this video, I did mention on Phoebe's live stream the other night that I wanted to show you a video on how to select the right items for when you're designing. Quite a few people are saying to me, you know, when you're designing, how do you know what goes where? How do you know what looks the best? What actually looks, you know, if I'm putting some trees somewhere and, you know, if I want to add something, how do I know whether that goes there or whether it doesn't go there? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just give you an insight of how I work with my designs. Now, first and foremost, I think that to get the best out of any design that you do, if you keep it symmetrical, like if you imagine now with this little design here, if you were to cut that in half straight down the middle from top to bottom, it's like a mirror image. So whatever you see on the left is the same on the right. Now what this does is it makes the whole feature balanced. It makes it really nice to look at. So when you zoom out, that feature all looks as one, and it's nothing's lopsided. It all looks really nice to look at, really easy on the eye. So the main feature there obviously would be the bird cake in the middle. So when you're putting stuff around it, if you put stuff that's going to be overpowering, like the wrong colour or something, you know, with a vast, you know, high velocity colour, it's going to overpower that main feature. Now, how I decide whether something goes there or not is I use what I call peripheral vision. Now, for those of you who are not, you know, you don't really know what peripheral vision is, what the peripheral vision does is, if you can imagine now, if you look at the main feature, so concentrate on that bird in the middle. Now, when you look at that bird, what you can see in your eye line is that, okay? That big red building and the coffee shop. Now when I go back to this feature, okay, there, now focus on that bird, focus on that middle of the feature, and in the corner of your eye you can see that red building and the coffee shop. Even though you're not looking at them, you can still see them in the corner of your eye. Now that is how the peripheral vision works. Okay. Same with, if you look at those sheep there in that pen, okay, you look at that. Now as soon as I go back to that feature, look at the bird again in the middle of the feature, and now those sheep are in your eye line. You can see them at the top right of your eye line. So you've got several things there that stand out. That's how your peripheral vision works. That's what you're seeing. You're not even looking at it, but you can see it in the corner of your eye whilst looking at that feature. If I take that red building out of the picture and you now look at the feature, your peripheral vision is picking up that red basket over there, and it's also picking up the red flowers around there. So even though you're looking at that feature, your eyes and your peripheral vision are picking up stuff on the outside. And what this does is something that's vast like that. When you're looking at a feature, your eyes, that vast colour is making you sort of, oh, what's that? Yeah, you're looking at the feature, it's there, it stands out, and your eyes are drawn straight to that feature there, that's, you know, in your eye line. So getting back now to the feature that we do, if you look at that feature now, it's all balanced. It's the same either side, and it all looks as one. It's nice. Now, if I were to take out this rock, okay, and we'll put the rock over there, and we were to put in something with a bit of a bright colour, say. So let's have a look. Let's have a look at that. Okay. Now, again, focus on the bird in the middle. Focus on that cake in the middle there. And now, your peripheral vision is picking up that red. Okay? It's drawing your eyes away from that bird. It's trying to make you look at that red. So when you zoom out, that red now looks out of place with the rest. Okay, it doesn't blend. So you look at that and think, no, it doesn't look right. And if you add another one here, let's just say for argument's sake, you get another one and you put that there. Now already you can see now that feature now is starting to look lopsided. It's not blending. Okay, if you look at that bird again now, your peripheral vision now is picking up those red flowers on the right hand side and nothing on the left. So it's all out of balance. So it doesn't matter what you're putting in there. If it's really bright and vibrant, it's going to overpower everything else. Okay, so if we take those out, okay, and we put a fern, let's say a fern. Now, because that fern isn't as bright and isn't as overpowering, because you've got green in the feature, you've got green on the trees and the green of the birds at the back. That fern there actually goes in that feature. But what will actually make it stand out even more is if you put another, I haven't got another fern to show you, but you put another fern the other side, and you know that will blend. It won't overpower. It goes in with all the yellows, the greens and the beiges and the dark colours. That goes. So you can see that actually goes into that feature. It's not overpowering, you see. So if we were to get that now, take that out, put the rock back, and all of a sudden you've got that balance. So always use that peripheral vision to see what goes where. Okay. Now I see quite a lot of designs with trees in the front of designs. Now it's one of the worst things that you can do. When you start putting trees in front of things, it looks as though it just takes away the whole of the effect. I mean, if I get a tree now, let's just get whatever tree, I don't know, there's a dark leafy tree. Now if I get that tree and put it there, okay, now have a look now at the bird in the middle. Okay, now your peripheral vision is picking up this dark tree at the front. It stands out, overpowers. It's in your face. It's just too much. So you know that tree would look wrong there. It's all unbalanced. It's just a massive green tree right in front. You're hiding the feature, and when you zoom out, look at the whole overall feature, and it all now looks all out of sync. It all looks wrong, completely wrong. You know, if you put the tree there, okay, just outside the feature, now again look at the bird in the middle of the feature. Everything in the middle looks balanced, but your peripheral vision now is picking up that tree on the right hand side. It's making your eyes want to travel to that tree because it's big and it's within that range of the feature. Okay, so if I put this tree there, say, you're covering up the end daffodil on the end of there, so again now it makes it look unbalanced. Again, keep looking at that bird in the middle, look, and when you're looking at that now, your eyes are automatically, that big tree is in your peripheral vision and it's looking out of sync. It doesn't look right. It's so really unbalanced. Now watch what happens, okay, when that tree disappears. Watch what happens to the feature. That feature all of a sudden centralizes and it all looks as one. Okay, so we'd take that away now. Now all of a sudden that feature comes back to you. It's all the same. It's all matching. And that one little feature in the middle, by adding stuff around it, becomes one big feature. So when you look at that, you think, oh, that's, you know, that's really nice. I like how that's, you know, I like how that's all done around the outside. So using peripheral vision can help you with your designs, and that helps you with what you select. So if you sort of keep it symmetrical and keep it the same either side, you will get the best out of your design every time. And by doing this sort of design, you don't even need a wall or a fence around the outside, because you're using the flowers and the rocks and the items that you're putting to actually go round outside of the feature. So that sort of replaces the wall. So you're using all the deco and that lot to make the outside of the feature. So what I did the other day for you guys is I just went onto a random farm. I went, I haven't a clue who it is, and they done this design here. Now what I did is I screenshot it. I copied this design. I actually copied the design and put it onto this farm just to show you what they've done with the design. Now what they've actually done here, I've noticed they put a lot of things in the wrong places. Now we can start here. If you look at the wall, now they've used a white wall, white slabs behind the dark wall with the cappings on the top. And when you zoom out, if you look at the cappings on the top of the wall, they look like large cappings because of the slabs are blended. But on the very end here, where the slab isn't showing, it's a small capping. So when you zoom out, your peripheral vision now, if you look at the middle feature, is picking up that tiny little capping on the wall there. So the wall is out of balance. They put white flowers up against the wall, which is good because you're using the white colour against the dark wall. So that's quite nice there. A definite no-no, they put purple flowers up against the dark wall. So when you zoom out, that blends and it just doesn't stand out. They put a couple of plants there by the flower shop, but again it's a little bit unbalanced. I mean, they put a bench there, look, but behind the coffee shop, behind the flower shop, and you can't even get to sit down on it because there's a bird bath in the way. It's just, I don't know, it's just, I mean, what I'm saying about the peripheral vision, the main feature there will be the balloon in the middle of the path. Without that tree, okay, let's just put the tree there for a minute. Look how that feature now stands out. My dog coughing up. Look how that balloon now stands out. Look how that feature all of a sudden comes towards you. It really stands out. But they put a tree there. Now when you stare at the balloon in the middle, that tree is right in your eye line. It's right there. It just takes everything away. It's not central. You know, that one tree has spoilt the whole effect of that balloon area in the middle. Again, the trees with the lamps at the back there, you know, you've got the tree covering the lamp. So if you didn't have this lamp here, you would look at that feature and think, well, what is that behind there? What is it? It's just, well, I don't know what it is, you know? They've also, by not using a boundary fence all the way around, they've got nothing, no area to work to. They've got no area to work to. So what happens when you do that is when you put stuff down, it stretches. You go outside the boundary line and it just all looks really, really stretched. So you get all this dead ground in between, all this grass here. Okay, now when you're decorating a complete farm, if you've got 3 or 4 features with all this area of dead ground in between, you're not going to have very much room on your farm. And what happens when you've got no boundary to work to, everything becomes stretched and it looks as though everything's going away from the feature. Flowers there, look, that are not connected, there are gaps in between, and you know, you've got a pond out the back here, and it all looks distant. There's no boundary to keep that feature in. So when you go onto that feature, there's nothing there that catches your eye, that makes you think, oh, that's nice, I want to look at that. And anybody that sees that, they're just going to flick past it. They're just, oh, yeah, okay, we'll go on to the next. Because it hasn't got that, what I always call it, the wow factor. You want it to really, really stand out and make you think, oh, look, I could walk around there for hours. Do you know what I mean? It's really, really nice. But as they've got everything placed, it just does not look, you know, it's not, in my eyes, it's not right to get the best out of your feature. Because, you know, you've got that feature there and they've got 2 yellow flowers there. Now when you look at that, zoom in, if you look at that balloon in the middle, you can now see in your peripheral vision, don't look at the flowers, just look at the balloon. You can now see that those yellow flowers on the left hand side are trying to draw your eyes away from that feature in the middle. They're trying to draw your eyes to those yellow flowers. So now when you zoom out, sorry, move the tree there. When you zoom out, see how those yellow flowers now really, really stand out, and they're taking your eyes away from the feature in the middle. Again, that's peripheral vision. It's what, you know, you're not actually looking at it, but you can see it in your eye line, and that's what takes it away. Again, with this flower shop, focus on that flower shop, give it 3 or 4 seconds, and then we'll go back to the feature, and then that flower shop will be in your eye line. It'll overpower. Now you can see it. Now look at the balloon. Now that shot now is in your peripheral, you can see it in your peripheral vision. Now you've looked at it once or twice. So your eyes now are trying to be drawn towards that flower shot rather than looking at the bloom. So, you know, they placed it out how they want to place it out. Some things look quite pretty. You know, in the right circumstances there, that, you know, the white flowers there in the urns there either side of the tree can look nice if that's put in the right place. But as you can see with that design, it really doesn't, there's no balance to it. You know, there's no mirror image, there's nothing to keep that feature central to draw you to it. So what I've been and done, apart from the coffee shop and a couple of tiny little items there, what I've done is I've taken all the items that are there and done my own design with all the items that you can see there. And I just want to show you what you can achieve by working to an area. So what I've done is I've made a wall and a white fence around the outside in a combination. So I've got the white fence on the inside and on a wall around the outside. And by using my peripheral vision and my mirror imaging, so obviously keeping stuff identical either sides, you will see what a difference. You will see the difference using all the items that are here and doing the design how I design, and straight away it will make you think, wow, that's just unbelievable. That's all the same items and yet it's a completely different feature. So what I want you to do, I want you to now look at that picture there. Picture that now and remember what that actually looks like, or roughly what it looks like, and all the same items I've used in my design. Okay, so all these items I've designed and I've come up with this. Okay, now what a difference. That's all the items that you've just seen down there on that left hand side, apart from the wall and the little white fence. So I've added that white fence on the inside. To what it does is, in your peripheral vision, again, when you look at that middle feature, you can see the white fence peeking through the trees. So again, that's another way that you can use the trees. That, you know, the trees bring out the fence brings out the trees, the fence brings out the wall, and the wall and the fence bring out the white slabs. So when your eyes now are in the centre of that, design, if you focus now into the middle, nothing looks out of place, nothing overpowers, it all looks balanced. Every single part of that design there looks balanced. And by placing the right stuff around the outside, makes that small feature in the middle look a massive feature, and it all looks one. Just by adding that wall and the fence around the outside, you've got an area to work to, and there's no, hang on, I've got to put my phone on charge because it's gone down. That's why it's gone dark. I really do apologise, guys. Let me just put this in. 5% phone. Wow. Right, we're back. So we've got the two ponds, the two benches, the two lamps, the feature in the middle. We've got the trees. We've got the honey bushes. We've got the wall with the capping on the top. And again, you see, with the capping on the tops of those walls, by putting that row of flowers, the pink roses, in between the capping and the slabs, you don't get that spoilt effect of the cappings looking big. Flowers identical either side, everything there symmetrical, everything's all matching. So when we slide down back to there, there's all the items there on how they've done it. And as you can see now, that feature looks really, really unbalanced. It just, there's big gaps, it's stretched. You know, it's, you know, they've done it how they like it. They, you know, they obviously like it, or else they wouldn't put it there. But I'm not saying there's a wrong way, a right way that they should be doing it. This is just my way. This is how I've learned. This is how I get the best out of garden designing. Whatever game or in real life, this is how I get the best out of all my designs. So again, that's that design there, and that's the same stuff designed the way that I design it. So you're basically getting the best out of everything that you can get. You know, everything that you put there. When you've got the tree there, put some gold behind the tree. Now what happens is when you focus now on that gold, those gold flowers behind that tree, when you zoom out now, that will enhance the middle feature because there's a gold feature in the middle. So now as you zoom out, you see now, look at the feature, and that gold now is in your peripheral vision, and that gold goes with the feature in the middle. So yeah, either side, keep it the same either side, and you will get the best out of your feature. So if you're going onto somebody's farm and you see this and you're like, yeah, okay, and there's nothing catches your eye, nothing stands out that makes you think, you know, you might sort of say, oh, what's that they got? Oh, it's a hot air balloon, right? Okay, yeah, on to the next. Whereas they go to this, they're going to take a few more minutes. They're going to be looking and saying, wow, that's beautiful. Look at that. He's got that in the middle. Oh yeah, that really does look, you know, it I always say it catches the eye. It makes you really, really want to look at it for a long time and think, oh, that's nice how he's got that. Look how he's got the flowers placed out. So going back to this, all my designs are done with peripheral vision. Okay, I start with the main feature in the middle, and when I've done the main feature, I use my peripheral vision by staring at the main feature, and then if something stands out too much, then it doesn't go there. So if you've got dark colours and medium colours, and then all of a sudden you put something in the feature that's a really, really bright, vibrant colour, it's going to overpower. So you know that that doesn't go there. Okay, it's the same as if you've got a feature with all vibrant colours, all bright reds and that, and all of a sudden you put in a dark colour. That dark colour is going to be in your peripheral vision. It's going to stand out and you're going to see it. It's going to make it look unbalanced. So you go in from something like that, okay, taking all the stuff, everything that's there. I mean, obviously there's a couple of things there that I haven't got in the feature, like you've got two of these big trees where I've used two of those ones, but there's two of everything that you can see in there, and I've basically taken it all away from there to put it there. And as you can see, it is an absolutely 100% transformation for the better. It really does, you know, it looks awesome. You know, I'm not saying that because I've just done it, but it really does. I mean, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Try the peripheral vision, try it out with your designs and that lot, and have a look and try the mirror imaging. Try, you know, when you place out a feature in the middle, put stuff either side so it balances. Keep it the same either side, because that looks so much better, you know. And you don't even really notice that everything's identical either side, because you're so into looking at that feature, the whole feature as it's all together with the wall around and the trees and the benches, because it's all as one. You don't look at it and think, oh, that's the same either side. Whereas when you look at this and you look at the middle, there's gaps. It just, everything's, you know, stare at the balloon in the middle and so many different things are in your peripheral vision that are out of place. So that's it, guys. That's how I determine what goes where and what doesn't go there. So let me know what you think in the comments. I hope you understand how I explain the peripheral vision and using that with my designs to determine whether it goes there or whether it doesn't. I'll put that there so that you can take a screenshot if you want to copy that design onto your town. But again, it's another design that I've put a wall around the outside to actually work in that area. Nothing's out of line, nothing's stretched, nothing's sort of drifting away. You know, I put the paths there so that you can extend it onto other parts of your farm. That there, it doesn't look as though it's going anywhere. You know, there's no path leading to anywhere. It's very random. It's just spaced here and there and lots of dead ground in between. That keeps it more compact, and look how much nicer that looks. Okay, so I will leave you guys to give it a go on your farms. Use the peripheral vision. Always look at start with the main feature in the middle and then build your stuff around it. Once you've done that, you will start seeing with your peripheral vision, you will start seeing what looks right and what looks wrong. You will learn how to blend different colors and the colors that go with different colors. And that will all show in your peripheral vision. If you've got yellows and greens and pale blues and that, and they all go together, and then you stick an orange or, you know, or a big vibrant red color in there, that's obviously going to overpower and it won't look right, and you will pick that up in your peripheral vision. Just keep looking at the center of your feature and just stare at that feature in the middle, and those colors that are not right and shouldn't be there will stand out, and they will actually tell you, no, I don't go there. Give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe. Share the video with your friends, because I know that it'll help them out. Someone's actually asked me this morning if I could go and view their farm. They're struggling with their farm. They don't really know what to do. They're level 100. I think they're 124. So I might do a view for you guys, and we'll run through it and see what we can do with their farm, just to help them out, because obviously I can't go onto their farm. So if I do a video and just show you what they can actually do. But certainly there's one design there that's just a small design, really looks nice, shows off the feature in the middle, and by placing it correctly around the outside makes that little feature look a massive feature. Okay, any comments, drop them down below. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe, share with all your friends. The more people that see the videos, the more people I can help. So until the next time, take care, stay safe everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheerio!